Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2000 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. The current gain of a BJT drops at high frequencies because of A. Transistor capacitances, B. High current effects in the base, C. Parasitic inductive elements, D. Early effect. What can be the right answer? Why the current gain of a bipolar transistor drops at high frequencies? The right option for this one is A. Transistor capacitances, strictly speaking it is transistor internal capacitances. Internal capacitances, or it is also called as parasitic capacitances. So transistor parasitic capacitances are transistor internal capacitances. Because of these things, current gain at high frequencies reduces. We will see what is meant by this one. Okay. So this is a general amplifier circuit, common emitter amplifier circuit. So if you are looking at the general common emitter amplifier circuit, at that time there are three capacitances are going to be present. 1, 2 and this is third capacitor. So these three capacitances are going to be treated as external capacitances. They are of the this 1, 2, 3 are going to be external capacitances which are in the microfarad range. So they are going to be called as external capacitances, capacitors. Okay, and at high frequencies there will be some other capacitances are existing. The other capacitances are because of every BJT will be consisting of two junctions. One is emitter base junction, the other is collector base junction. This is what collector and it is base. So since it is NPN transistor, collector is of N type and emitter is of N type and base is of P type. So NPN. So there is a two PN junctions are going to be possible between collector and base one and between emitter and base the other. So wherever there is a PN junction is going to be exhibiting capacitance effect at high frequencies. Those capacitance effects are going to be of two types. One exists in the forward bias, the other exists in the reverse bias. Strictly speaking, one dominates in forward bias, the other dominates in reverse bias. The capacitance dominates in forward bias is called as diffusion capacitance. The capacitance dominates in the reverse bias is called as transition capacitance. So now I am going with two capacitances as like this. These are capacitances effects. They are internal capacitances. They are not physical capacitors which you have connected externally. We are not connecting anything, but there will be a capacitance effect is taking place. This is going to be treated as CC, and one more capacitance is going to be existing across BE. This is CE. So this is fourth one and it is fifth one. So 4 and 5 are going to be treated as picofarad range. These are internal capacitances, the range of them is picofarad, and they are going to be treated as internal or parasitic capacitances. Parasitic means unwanted. Parasitic capacitances, not capacitors. Okay, so now you are finding two different types of capacitances. One is external capacitances whose range is in the microfarad, and the other is internal capacitances or parasitic capacitances whose range is in the picofarad. So as the input signal frequency is going to be increases from low frequencies to high frequencies, okay, how these microfarads and picofarad capacitances are going to be acting, so that how the circuit performance is going to looks like, why the gain falls, that we will see. Okay, so I am going with a table like this. So this is going to be the circuit performance. Okay, next here how the microfarad capacitors are going to be behaves how the picofarad capacitors behaves and what will be the circuit response, okay, or circuit performance, circuit equivalent. And this is first one I am going with low frequency. At low frequency, at mid frequencies, because the input signal frequency can be anything. It may be at low frequencies, it may be at high frequencies, or it may be at mid frequencies. So I am going with these cases. So first one, at low frequencies, microfarad capacitances are existing. That implies nothing but they will be present. Microfarad capacitors exist, that is external capacitors should be considered at low frequencies, okay, whereas picofarad capacitances act as open circuits, and circuit performance will become reactive now because capacitances are present. Now external capacitors are present, even though whatever the capacitance type, the circuit becomes reactive. So that gain depends on frequency, okay. Now at mid frequencies, microfarad capacitors act as short circuit, whereas picofarad capacitors are acting as open circuit. And the circuit performance, now all the capacitances are going to be removed, that is microfarad capacitors are going to be acting as short circuit and picofarad capacitors are acting as open circuit. Now the circuit is going to be consisting of resistive, that is nothing but independent of frequency. So the gain is independent of frequency. So even though the frequency changes, gain is going to be constant. Because of this region over mid frequencies, gain is constant because the circuit response is going to be of resistive nature. Whereas at high frequencies, microfarad capacitors are going to be acting as short circuit and picofarad capacitances will exist, that is they will present. So you must consider them when you are analyzing the circuit performance. By that time, because of this capacitance, the circuit performance becomes again reactive. So again the gain is depends on frequency. So at low frequencies and mid frequencies, we know that when gain falls from the frequency response curve, the frequency response curve of simple CE amplifier, a single stage CE amplifier, is going to be drawn in this way. This is gain versus frequency is nothing but frequency response curve. For that one, we can say this is the frequency response curve. This is the maximum gain and it is nothing but 1 by root 2 times of maximum gain, or 3 dB less than the gain in decibels. So this we can say it as 0.70 times of gain A. Okay, so this is going to be treated as FL and it is treated as FH. So mid frequencies is nothing but over this place. Mid frequency is nothing but this one up to this point where the gain is going to be constant, mid frequencies, and over here it is low frequencies, over here this side is high frequencies. So look at this one, this side is high frequencies. So during low frequencies and high frequencies, gain is lesser than the maximum value which is available at mid frequencies. So we can say gain is going to be less at low frequencies and high frequencies. So gain reduces at low frequencies and high frequencies compared to mid frequencies. At mid frequencies, circuit performance is resistive, so that maximum gain is possible. At low frequencies, gain reduces due to external capacitors which is in the range of microfarad, whereas at high frequencies the gain is going to reduces because of parasitic capacitances. So the gain of a BJT reduces at high frequencies because of parasitic capacitances. So the right answer is nothing but A. Strictly speaking, it is parasitic or internal capacitances. Okay, thank you.